So, greetings to you all. I hope that your conference is going really well. It's a very important subject, the subject of the need for more Bhikshunis in this world. So here I'm addressing the question of the Bhikshuni lineage in the Mula Savastivada tradition, which was brought into Tibet in the 8th century by Shantarakshita, Guru Rinpoche, Padmasambhava, and the king of Tibet at that time, Tenzin. They invited monks to come to Tibet in the 8th century to establish the ordination. At that time, there was no monasticism in Tibet. So monks came over from India, and 25 students of Padmasambhava were ordained as the first monks. Unfortunately, they, of course, forgot the Bhikshunis. And as a result, there was no Bhikshuni lineage introduced into Tibet at that time or any other time. So now in modern days, the question of Bhikshuni ordination has been raised again and again, and we are still waiting for a resolution. In the meantime, through history, the monks have given the Shramanaraka or Samanera ordination to nuns, since the rules are the same for monks and nuns. But as to the actual bestowing of the Bhikshuni ordination, that has been a cause of great resistance, one might say, that the monks basically don't want it. However, last June, we are now in 2022, in Bhutan, which is a Himalayan state just between China and India, small Himalayan Vajrayana state. There they gave the full ordination, the Bhikshuni ordination, to 142 Shramanerikas, novice nuns, and that was done with using a Bhikshu-only ordination ritual. So the monks performed the ritual. The point is that the ritual, the actual ordination ritual, is the same for monks or nuns. There is no difference. The only part that the Bhikshuni Sangha play is to hand over the robes, the monastic robes, to the nuns and ask them certain questions which, dealing with female sexuality, were regarded as being inappropriate for the monks to ask. But the nuns themselves do not, the Bhikshunis themselves do not bestow the ordination. When the novices have been questioned and received their robes and the bowl, the alms bowl, then they are handed over to the Sangha of the Bhikshus, and the Bhikshus themselves bestow the ordination. So actually, even the talk in the Tibetan circles of having a mixed ordination is not valid, because the nuns are not giving the ordination. Then it's the monks that are giving the ordination. Anyway, so there's still endless disputes about how it can be done, inviting nuns from Taiwan or Korea to give but they're not giving the ordination, as I say. They're actually only doing the first part, which is to ask the questions. And in fact, monks themselves can ask these questions. In Bhutan, the monks asked the questions, and all the nuns had to do was say no to all the questions. And so the monks asked the specific questions for nuns to the nuns and gave them the robes and the alms bowl, and then they went into the main ordination, which, as we said, is the same for monks or nuns. It's the same ritual. So we are hoping that something in the future will happen. It needs the very high lamas themselves to give this ordination. Otherwise, it will not be regarded as valid. In Bhutan, it was bestowed by His Holiness the Je Khenpo, who is the head of the monastic order in Bhutan. And the royal family themselves came and encouraged the nuns and showed their tremendous support for this ordination. After the ordination, then various scholar lamas gave talks and training for these Bhikshunis so that they could now become, able to not only study the Vinaya but also to undertake the various pasada rituals and so forth which they would need to be done. So everything was very nicely done. It was a beautiful setting. Everybody was really rejoicing, and it was a very, very happy occasion. Of course, it's meantime being completely ignored by the Tibetan establishment, but we hope that the Tibetans themselves in time will step forward to bestow this ordination. We have heard rumors that it will be done, but up to now we haven't had any on-the-ground confirmation. So anyway, it will happen. The Buddha himself wanted a fourfold Sangha and said that a fourfold Sangha was like a table with four legs, very stable and firm. And at the moment, the Tibetans only have a 3.5 leg table. So we need that other leg, that half leg, to grow into a full leg. And at this time, nuns are becoming very well educated. They are becoming experts in ritual. They are gaining great confidence. And even this morning, certain select nuns in our nunnery are giving a Dharma talk in front of their main professors and teachers and all the other nuns in order to train them in how to give Dharma talks. And so they do this at regular intervals for them to gain confidence and the ability to step out of their in the shadows role and take something at the forefront. So nuns in the Tibetan tradition are doing really well. They are becoming highly educated. They themselves are becoming the teachers. The nunneries are well run and well directed. The nuns live lives of great dedication and focus. They're ethically very, very pure and very, very dedicated to living a life of the Dharma. So the only thing they lack now, the only thing they lack is full ordination. And that cannot be denied much longer because there's no grounds for it. And so please join me in our prayers that very soon this ordination will be bestowed on nuns in the Tibetan tradition, in the Mula Sarvastivada tradition, and that everyone will rejoice and benefit. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.